getting it, man. Just getting it today. Carrying speed around the corners, going 70, 74-ish. Man, it's a nice mountain run right here. A nice mountain run. If you're into sport bikes and this is your passion and stuff, there is nothing better than hitting these twisties at good speed, being confident in your riding skills and knowing that everything's going to be fine and you're just having a straight blast, man. It really, really is. It's amazing. What is going on, my family? I was told that I shouldn't play with my flap anymore, that it's a nervous tick I do, and that's why I play with my flap. But you know, like I told her, it's my flap, I'll do what I want with it. Damn it. Anyways, so we're I'm on, yeah, well I guess we are, you're with me, on our way to one only xram. He wants to ride and possibly make a video of his own, so I figured, seeing as how I'm currently technically unemployed, even though I start on the 20th, that I could ride along, since my schedule seems to be so entirely busy nowadays. You know, you say you want to not work, like you're like, oh man, I wish I could just not work and still have money and blah, but it's like, I don't know, man, like I'm kind of, it's been what? I think it was a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think I'm on day 7, so I've been off a full week. And it's just like, fuck, you know? Like, there's only so much you can, I mean, I guess if you have a lot of money, you can go out and fly and travel and do things, but like, no. That's not me. So like, I guess if you're poor and you have the days off, it's not all it's cracked up to be, you know what I mean? Like, shit. I'm kind of going crazy here. Like, I'm trying to find things to do while still being on a major budget because, you know, I don't have any income coming in. But, yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. But like I said, on our way to one only xram's house, go ride someplace, go check something out. We'll see where the road takes us, my peeps. Stay tuned. Well, here we are. The one and only xram. I believe he's riding the 1299 Anniversario. Which again, that bike is just pure and utter power. Like, it's definitely a little rough. Oh, gotta pull over. We're pulling over for something. Please hold. Okay. Round 2. We're ready to go. But our current plan is to head over to the mountain. Just to blow up those steam, have a little fun. I believe he wanted to make his 3R video that I nominated him for, so keep a lookout for that. But yeah, that's really it. And when I do get up on the mountain, I want to talk about something as far as riding on a mountain or curves or anything like that, so please hold for that. We shall be back in a few minutes, peeps. So as we get closer to the mountain here, some things that I wanted to talk about when you ride twisties or mountain roads or canyons or something like that. And by all means, I am not an expert at all. So take this as kind of an amateur viewpoint on riding, you know, semi-hard on the mountains. Full disclaimer is that I taught myself how to ride, essentially. I got on my friend's little 80 pit bike back in the day and told him I knew how to ride. He was inside playing video games, and that is how I learned how to ride motorcycles. Was on like a little, I don't even remember the brand, little 80cc pit bike that was bored out to like a 90 or some shit. So I taught myself how to ride. The downside of that is that I do have bad habits. Like when I shift, if you watch my shift here, is I shift and I let go and I go like that for some reason. That was a little exaggerated, but I let go of the throttle and I don't know why, so I've been trying to fix that, because letting go of the throttle or letting go of the handlebars at any point in time when you're actually going is bad. But I wanted to talk about, I think, 2 things in particular. One of them is body positioning when you're going around a corner at a decent amount of speed, and 2 of them is trail braking. Or the second 2 of them. The second one is trail braking. So I'll explain what trail braking is when we get up there, and then I'll kind of talk about body positioning and such. And again, this is kind of an amateur viewpoint on it. You could do your own research to kind of get more in depth to it, why certain things are done a certain way. But yeah. So, damn it, I've been trying not to say so much. The first thing that you want to make sure before you go up here and start carving mountains or stuff like that is that your tires, one, have to be good, so always inspect your tires before you go. Two, you want to scrub them in or make them warm. And you'll see it in NASCAR, you'll see it in many races before they hit mountains, cars will weave back and forth. And what this does is this sets up, it may help scrub off anything on the sidewalls that might have gotten on. And then the main purpose is that it warms the sidewalls up more and it gets it ready to grip at its optimal level. Cold tires are a motorcycle's worst enemy. So you've got to warm up your tires before you really start going. Unless you've got a pair of super expensive Pirellis that he has up here, which you should probably still do it. See, there he goes. You should probably still do it, but you need to warm those tires up, because if you don't, you're setting yourself up for a real messed up day. So, oh, cop at the end, cop at the end. Great, there goes our whole day. So, we'll see if he pulls out on me or wants to do anything with me, but I don't think he is. Nope, we're good. So once I get past that and I can actually push it a little bit, I can start talking about some other things here. Man. Yep, that could have been kind of bad. Alright, so first and foremost, let's talk about body position while you're going up the mountain. You don't want to be straight up and down like this on a bike, because what you're going to do there is you're going to fuck up basically the center of gravity of everything, and that's going to make the bike want to slip out more. Bikes want to stay up, they want to lean, they want to do what they're supposed to do. So if you watch me on a right hand turn, I'll scoot to the right of the bike, you look through it, and you lean over. You basically put your chin over your wrist essentially, and you're always looking through the turn, always. If you don't look through the turn and you're not watching where you're going, you're going to target fixate on something and you're going to go straight for it, and that's how you end up on the side of the wall or off the mountain or worse. So again, I'm going to slow down here so I can do this next turn, and I'll show you guys again. And I don't have the best body position because I definitely don't try very hard. You know, I'm not out here trying to do it, but if I'll speed up, go off the side of the bike, looking through, and that right there will give you the best position, the best body position to get there. Now, the reason why you lean the bike, or you're leaning off the bike, is because you want to make the bike stay as upright as possible while keeping the center of gravity proper. You know what I mean? I don't really know the huge scientific reasoning behind it, but that's the reason why you do it. The more upright your bike is, the more it'll stay up, the faster you go through a corner. And if I'm just cruising through a corner, you know, right now at 40 miles an hour, you know, there's no need for it. So, but when you start hitting corners at 55, 60, 65 on these sharper ones here, you definitely need to. Another thing, the GoPro wide angle lens does not give justice when you're going at speeds around these corners. It doesn't. It looks like you're going super slow. But you get in a car and you take that corner back there at 65 and you tell me what you feel, let alone on a motorcycle. And I know people that do YouTube and do, you know, videos and have done stuff like this, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's talk about trail braking. Trail braking is mainly used on the track because you're going at such high speeds. And so there's some people that argue that trail braking isn't necessary for real road applications, some people that say that there are. But essentially what trail braking is you're going at a high speed into a turn, right? And when you come into high speed into a turn, you want to carry as much momentum and everything as possible going through this turn. So what you're going to do is you're going to enter this turn very, very quickly. You're going to brake late, and then you're going to slowly decrease the amount of pressure you put on your brakes. So in the beginning it'll be 90%, then 80, then 70, then 60, 50, all the way to 0 when you hit the apex, and then you're going to accelerate out of the turn. So kind of like with this one here, I'll show you. So hard brake, lean in, lean in, lean in, less with my rear, hit the apex, and now I'm gonna accelerate out. See? So that's what we're gonna do. $75, not too bad. Brake it in. Hard brake, slowly release. See, there you go. That was a nice trail brake in. Very nice, very good. You know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm getting pretty decent at this mountain. But coming in hot, late brake in, late hard brake in, right about here. Suspension kicks in, lean it in, slowly release with the rear, good to go. There we are. Other than that, my peeps, I think this is where I'm going to end it. As always, check out my Instagram, _520. I will always talk to you, always say what's up, especially since, you know, if anyone wants to reach out due to mental health or you just want to talk, come hit me up. Other than that, I do think I'll hit you all next time. Have a good one, guys.